Climate Action Plan highlighted the importance of breeding technologies with the potential to reduce emissions by 500,000 tonnes annually by 2030. This equates to 10% of the agriculture target. As a sector, significant progress has been made over recent years to identify genetic traits that help mitigate methane emissions. Key to this is the rollout of the National Genotyping Programme, with well over 600,000 calf samples genotyped, which equates to more than a third of calves born in Ireland annually. Joining us today are two key players in the industry, ABP and ICBF. Let's delve into the world of sustainable breeding and its impact on our farms and our environment. I'm joined now by Owen Frawley, business analyst with ICBF. Owen, tell us, why is the National Genotyping Programme so vital to sustainable breeding?
Yeah, certainly, Sheila. So genotyping provides fully verified genetic information on how that animal is going to perform for certain traits. Farmers can then select stock for more desirable traits such as feed efficiency and disease resistance, which are vitally important in terms of ensuring profitability and reducing carbon emissions.
The National Genotyping Programme being undertaken in Ireland is a world first. Can you tell us about the rollout plan for it and the support that Meat Industry Ireland are offering?
Yeah, so the National Genotyping Programme will provide huge amounts of high quality data to farmers, which will empower them to make strategic breeding decisions, ultimately enhancing the sustainability and profitability of their systems. The rollout to date has been very successful, Sheila. We've had almost a third of calf registrations so far in 2024 have come from NGP herds who within this programme are following a DNA-based calf registration process.
And Owen, can you highlight for us some of the benefits the National Genotyping Programme provides for both farmers and the environment?
Yeah, so genotyping at this scale will enable an enhanced rollout of the commercial beef value. Farmers will now be able to select calves based on their genetic merit, which will allow them to control the quality of animal that they bring into their beef system. Research to date has shown that high CBV animals produce higher carcass value, reduce feeding costs and lower emissions over their lifetime.
Owen, thank you so much for joining us today to talk to us about Ireland's National Genotyping Programme, our world first.
Thanks very much, Sheila, for having me.
So turning to ABP, Stephen, tell us, why do you consider genetics to be such a crucial component of a sustainable beef system?
Animal breeding is an integral part of both the economic sustainability of beef production, but also the environmental sustainability, and they go hand in hand. And if you look at our climate action plan and our targets to reduce our emissions, animal breeding is a key part and affects a lot of that. So in terms of a younger age at finish, in terms of breeding more efficient animals for our farmers, and also with a lot of the new exciting work looking, can we breed beef animals that have lower methane?
Can you elaborate on how ABP is using the CBV and DBI when selecting calves and what results you're seeing?
First of all, we have an integrated beef programme called the Advantage Beef Programme, which we pay a sustainability bonus. And to receive that bonus, the animals must be of a minimum genetic merit standard. The second thing was in 2023, we ran a dairy beef programme. And what that was, where we gave out 2,000 doses of these elite genetics based on the DBI and the beef sub-index of the DBI to dairy farmers, with the option then that they would sell the cows back to beef farmers within our supply chain. So it was that there's a win for the dairy farmer, he's a more marketable calf, and for the beef farmer it can produce calves that, you know, maybe are younger age at finish, which reduces the carbon footprint. So we had super uptake. We had all the straws gone in 2 weeks, and this year we actually got to home 2,000 calves directly from dairy farms onto beef farms.
Fantastic, and so important within the context of the Dairy Calf to Beef Action Plan as well.
Absolutely, like we all need to work together. At a national level we've a target to reduce our emissions by 25%, and as I say, all dairy farmers are also beef farmers, so we all need to work together, so really
Fantastic.
Important.
So then you've told us about the Advantage Beef Programme there. Can you tell us a bit more about what ABP does and how you engage with farmer suppliers?
First of all is that collaboration piece. As an industry collaborating with Teagasc and ICBF to inform farmers, whether it be about genetics or maybe it's about multi-species sports. We have a team of farm liaisons, and what their role is to try and build that relationship with our suppliers. We have a lot of small family farmers, and to be able to give them advice. The other thing is the farm open days. We do have events regularly throughout the year.
So then we've talked about how important genetics are across the whole supply chain. What does that then mean for the consumer?
Yeah, look, great question. So when you purchase Irish beef or lamb, it's one of the most carbon efficient production systems in the world. That's the first point. The second point is we're very lucky to have the likes of Borbia, with our quality assurance programme. Again, it's robust and independent. The other part is that a lot of our beef farmers, they're small family farms and they play a huge part in the rural economy.
Stephen, we've spoken about how vital it is to have both economic sustainability and environmental sustainability going hand in hand. I think you've some examples here on the farm, how that's working in practice.
The examples on the farm here, if you look at the first animal up on the scales, he's from a high DBI with a high B sub intake beef bull, and at the minute, compared to the second animal going up on the scales, the first animal, he's currently over 120 kilos heavier, and that animal actually is 2 weeks younger and it costs €20 less.
Stephen, thank you so much for hosting us today on the ABP Demo Farm and talking to us about the Beef Advantage programme and all the great work that's going on here.
Lovely to have you, delighted. Thank you.
Today, with the help of Stephen and Owen, we've seen how the beef sector is making significant strides in promoting sustainability through innovative breeding practices.